What were your thoughts, concerns that prompted you to mail the card back, prompted you to fill out the information on Facebook, different variations of that. This is the why question, right? This is the most profoundly important question you can ask, no matter who you're talking to face-to-face or over the phone. If there's one question you ask, of course, you don't want to just ask this one question, but if there was one, this would be it. This is the most important. Why? Because it tells you why. It tells you why the client did what they did, why they think the way they do, what motivated them to do the things that they did, like send a card back or fill out something online. Highly unusual human behavior to submit themselves to a sales process, right? So I am curious. I want to know. So I'm going to ask, and so should you. Because if you can figure out what makes them tick and what motivates them, well, we have the kind of ammo necessary in order to sell them on the deal, right? If we've uncovered the urgency or a death in the family or concerns, and we can stir up emotion and an urgency, what we do and work is a lot easier. If we fail to get the answer to this question, it doesn't bode very well for us. You have to understand our prospects, and they're going to ask themselves in their minds, if they haven't already, they will, who is this dude? Why is he here? Okay, what does he want with me? Right? I know I did this card thing, and now did I do the wrong thing? Like, there's all these like opportunities for the client to become overly cautious or concerned, worried, etc. And again, just to be clear, my job here, guys, as your trainer, is to account for every variable. I look at this business with an eye of cynicism, in a sense that if my prospect, if I do something or don't do something at different intervals of the presentation, what's the reaction potentially could be? It may not be that your client thinks this cynically like I do, right? If they are not like who, they may not shut down, but the thing is, we need to plan for the worst and hope for the best, right? So planning for the worst means we have to follow the script in the order it's prescribed, because these things do pop up understandably. If there's a stranger in my home because of some silly card I sent back, yeah, I want to know who this dude is. Is he legit? Is he licensed? Okay. So the introduction, basically read the script word for word. This is one of those things you want to prepare on a canned basis. The goal of the script is to basically set the agenda. The client understands who you are, that you're a licensed professional in this, whatever state that you're in, who you are, why you're there, because you sent the card back, requesting the information on final expense coverage. It also sets you apart from who else is out there and answers the question that they'll ultimately have, like, why should I care? So I'm a life insurance agent, a licensed life insurance agent. My job is to help seniors 50 and older qualify for final expense programs to take care of their funeral and cremation costs. What makes me different is I shop around. I'm not just working with one company like State Farm or Nationwide or whatever. I have access to all the major carriers. So I'm able to shop around and get you the best combination of price and coverage, right? And every person who's a senior on a fixed income appreciates that positioning statement that you just gave. And we've positioned ourselves as something unique and different, okay? Why does that matter? Because again, some people will say, oh, you're just an insurance agent like my car insurance guy. Well, I've had a relationship with him. Maybe I should quote him before buying from you. This is the risk you run when you don't do what we call differentiate yourself from the other guys. Don't overestimate your client's understanding of our profession. When they hear insurance agent, they just figure you can do any kind of insurance. They don't understand there's niches. They don't understand there's specialization and that there's advantages in working with a specialist, right? So again, clients will wonder if you don't take the time to clarify, should I work with somebody I've known, like my car insurance person, versus the stranger in my house? This is how you answer that with the introduction, right? I shop around, I specialize, and I use that word, so I specialize in working with people 50 and older, find quality, affordable final expense programs. What makes me different, and I say it just like that, is I have access, and we say access. Access doesn't mean you have appointments. Access means you can go get those carriers that are out there. And that's generally true for most companies, not all, but you can get most major carriers that are out there. You have the accessibility if you need to, right? But the point in telling the client that is you have the ability to work with them as opposed to pushing one product. Does that make sense? This is really important to say all this stuff because it gets them early on to take you more seriously and listen to you a little bit more.